President Barrow on Tuesday received Sherry Male, the new Peace Corps country director, and her team at the State House in Banjul. The president also welcomes Fatou Balde, the founder of Women in Liberation and Leadership, in acknowledgement for her 2024 International Women for Courage Award by the United States Department. Our reporter Khadija Tichalo has more details of that in this report.
The Peace Corps country director and Fatou Balde's meeting with the president aimed to address significant matters related to their organizations and initiative to further strengthen their collaboration and drive impactful change in their respective areas of focus. The fifth cohort of the Peace Corps volunteers recently arrived in the country to begin the 2-year service to the Gambia. After a closed-door meeting with the Gambian leader, Seri Moli, the new Peace Corps country director, informed the press that their discussions with the president marked a new phase of development aimed at enhancing the quality of their efforts and increasing the number of volunteers in the country.
This meeting was very important to us because we are moving into a new chapter of growth and quality of work, from looking at the quality of everything we do, from the training, from the selection of the Americans who come, from making sure that they're doing really strong work alongside their partners in the community. So in some ways, we are restarting what we had before. We've been here in the Gambia very proudly at the invitation of the government since 1967 with over 2,000 volunteers. And yet it's a new chapter, it's a new moment in the Gambia. There's a lot of potential to grow. And so we were discussing with him some of the plans we have to expand the number of volunteers in the country and to further strengthen the work here.
Also speaking after her meeting with President Barrow, Fatou Balde, the founder of Women in Liberation and Leadership, emphasized on her dedication and accomplishments as a recipient of the U.S. State Department Award earlier this year. She said the recognition was for her advocacy efforts in safeguarding and advancing the rights of women and girls, combating FGM and addressing gender-based violence.
I founded the organization called Women in Liberation and Leadership, WIL, which is a women-led civil society organization. Our work focuses on gender justice. We do a lot of advocacy and awareness raising around sexual and gender-based violence. We worked a lot with the victims, female victims of the former regime. But part of what we also do is raise awareness on the issue of female genital mutilation, circumcision. And our organization and myself have been very involved in the efforts to ensure that the law that was being threatened to repeal the Women's Amendment Act, that doesn't happen. So a lot of our work has been around that, not just to maintain the law, but also to engage our communities and sensitize them about the impact of female genital mutilation on the health of women and girls.
The award-winning activist further reveals that the president has recognized her efforts and assured her of the government's continued support. In a similar vein, Seri Moli also mentioned that their meeting is aimed to update the president on the Peace Corps status in the Gambia post-COVID-19 and their plans to resume work, especially in communities. The Peace Corps country head also extended an invitation to the president for the opening of their new office on December 10th, emphasizing the growth and enhanced partnership of the Peace Corps. For African News, Khadija Tichalo.
And of course, from the report there by Khadija Tichalo, now on to our final story. Now, amid the impact of the ongoing conflict in Sudan, young people in the country are now relying on gold mining activities to ease the prevailing economic hardship. Now, the conflict has pushed many of the citizens into severe economic struggle, but some of them initiating measures for survival. Now, let's have more details of that in this report.
Private mining has become a new lifeline for thousands of young people in Sudan. Their poor economic conditions